Hi everybody, this is outdoor videographer Danny Jackson. For the past 12 years, it has been an honor and privilege to have been the producer of Ronnie Kovach's fishing ventures. Today, I'm going to be filming and fishing in San Diego Harbor with my good friends Sergio Feinstein and Captains Jack Lester and James Nelson. In the next 30 minutes, without commercial breaks, we are going to be looking at video clips from fishing ventures over the past 12 years. Many of you watching the show right now have fished with Ronnie and know the passion he had for calico bass.
There. That's a rod bender, Giacomo. It's the right time, look at that.
Yeah, that's right. This one's for you, Ronnie.
Well, Jack, you just caught a nice calico bass there, and folks, we're fishing here with James Nelson in San Diego. We got Point Loma in the back here. And again, Jack just caught a very nice calico bass, and that reminds me of the very first trip that Ronnie Kovach and I made for Fishing Ventures. It was aboard the Freelance out of Davies Locker. We went to Catalina that day. It was slow calico fishing for most people on the boat, but for Ronnie Kovach it was wide open because he arguably, as he would say, was one of the best calico bass fishermen ever. So right now we're going to take you back to 2002, November of 2002, aboard the Freelance, called Freelance Fantastic. We're going to Catalina Island aboard the Freelance right now. You will soon see why this week's episode is entitled Freelance Fantastic. Stay with us.
Hi everybody, this is Ronnie Kovach and welcome aboard Ronnie Kovach's Fishing Ventures. Today we're at world famous Davies Locker in Newport Beach, California on the Sport Fisher Freelance. We're going to be heading for some late fall action to Catalina Island, 26 miles across the sea as the song says. Could be calico bass, maybe barracuda, maybe halibut, and even a wayward yellowtail. But one thing I guarantee you for sure, it's going to be wall-to-wall action on Ronnie Kovach's Fishing Ventures. Better fish here. Boy, this is pretty good action here for November. Catalina Island on the Freelance. Pretty darn good action. Oh yeah. Boy, he inhaled that little slug. Yeah, another nice calico here. Nice wintertime calico on the candy bait. A pretty fish. Oh, this is a yellowtail for sure. And it hit straight 30-pound test. We went into deeper water. Captain Jack is trying to give us a shot at these fish instead of hanging them up in the kelp and the rock. Hey, there we got him. Good job. Woo! Good job.
Meanwhile, back in San Diego Harbor with Sergio, Jack, James, and yours truly, Danny Jackson. Stay with us.
Hey! Look at there. Swinging nice one here. That's a nice calico. Look at that.
This one's for you, Ronnie.
Hang on a second.
He came out.
Hang on
He
a second.
jumped out of my hand.
You got it. All right. James, get that puppy. Look at there. Oh my goodness.
A monster! I'll get the little ones out of your way, guys.
You know what? We could arm's length photograph, and I don't even think that would work.
Can I put a green screen behind this one?
Yeah.
Ronnie, this one's for you.
Okay. All right here. All right. All right, James. What do you got here?
That's what Sergio gets for picking on me.
What's that on, James?
That one is on a... Ow, 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 ow.
Whoa, get out of here.
Ow. He's in the water now.
Quick release.
That one's on the little Phoenix spinnerbait there.
There you go, look at that. Spotted bay bass, San Diego Harbor. And Ronnie, this one's for you. And all of these Coast Guard and Navy ships remind me of Battlin' Bay Bass, filmed in 2005.
Hi everybody, welcome aboard this week's Ronnie Kovach's Fishing Ventures. Today we're in magnificent San Diego Harbor, and joining me on camera is going to be legendary inshore bay guide, light tackle specialist Michael Gardner. I want you to buckle up and stay tuned because it's going to be Battlin' Bay Bass with Ronnie Kovach in Fishing Ventures.
Folks, this week Ronnie Kovach is in San Diego, California with legendary inshore fishing guide Mike Gardner. As soon as Mike launches his center console, we will be underway in one of the fishiest inshore bodies of water on the Pacific coast, San Diego Harbor. Today, Ronnie and Mike will be fishing for several species of inshore game fish, including spotted bay bass as well as calico and sand bass. There may be a few other exotics thrown in just for good measure, so stay with us.
Oh, this is fun. Oh, doesn't this, you know, anybody that doesn't like fishing is just missing out. Look at this little guy fight, little spotted bay bass. Nice little spotted bay bass for in here. Look how pretty they are. Ghost shrimp.
Very tough fish, look at that. Beauty, look at that. Oh, are they tough on my tackle.
Really good. Get a good shot of it.
Ooh, tough fish. Wow, that fish was suspended. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tough. Get that little walleye bug, look at that. So look at that. Folks, whenever you're fishing inshore, current is really important. It's often said that current is to a fisherman like wind is to a sailor. And Mike, today, I notice you're watching for moving water all the time, aren't you?
That is so important. The current and the different fishing conditions that you encounter inside the bay are so different than when you're fishing for pelagic species. So when the tide is moving, whether it's going in or out, you're going to catch fish if it's a good movement.
Folks, welcome back to Ronnie Kovach's Fishing Ventures, Typhoon in the Bay. Stay with us.
San Diego bay bass on a Phoenix 5 ripper jig.
Double whammy, come on.
You got a double?
No way. Soak it. Soak it. We got two going here. Look at
Got
that.
this one. What do you
on
got
the-
over there?
On the spinnerbait for James. What do you got, Giacomo?
Spotty.
Spotty. Look at that. Look at that. Double.
Ronnie, these fish are for you.
Ronnie.
There you go. Hey, right at the boat. Look at that.
Look at
Another
there.
spotty. Look at that. All right, they're snapping.
Size of that one
That's
there.
a whopper. That's a whopper.
You know, Sergio, one of Ronnie Kovach's favorite places on the globe was Sitka, Alaska, and in particularly Kingfisher Lodge. We made several trips there. And I know that you've been there with
I've
Ronnie.
been with them 3 times at least.
Yeah.
Fantastic place.
It is a fantastic place, and I'll never forget the very first trip that Ronnie and I made, and the very first day we had Steve Carson, on the boat that day, out of Kingfisher, and we caught some huge halibut that day. And what I'd like to show you right now is Sitka, Alaska, Kingfisher Lodge, and this first clip is from 2003, so enjoy.
Here he is. Big fish. I think he's over a buck, Steve. Oh, watch out! Oh my God! Oh! That's over a buck.
Fisherman Ronnie Kovach's giant halibut taped out at 171 pounds.
Oh my gosh, look at this! Steve, Danny, give me a hand. I got it.
Congratulations to Scott Cooper of Madison, Wisconsin on his 214-pound Pacific halibut. And now take a look at Ronnie Kovach's patented doinking method of jigging up those big fish. Most salmon are caught trolling, but here's angler educator Ronnie Kovach to show you another very productive and exciting way to hook these big Chinooks, while the others are watching the trolling rods.
Now the object is to cast way ahead of the boat, maybe 50, 60 yards. Throw the reel in gear, wait till you get tight line, and start vertical jigging until you're about midship, then wind up so you stay out of the way of the downrigger lines. Power doinking, Ronnie Kovach, Fishing Ventures. You bet. Doink this fish. Sitting there power casting up in the bow, folks, and I'm hammering on 20. There he is right here. We got deep color. On the doink. Lift and drop. Look at that. Look at that. Steve, you want to grab a net? Yeah!
And today, January 14, 2014, we're fishing in San Diego Harbor with local guide and expert Captain James Nelson as the spotted bay bass continue to snap.
No way.
No,
Look at that.
did you get him?
On cue and on camera. Look at that, Giacomo. San Diego. No, look at that.
Bass action.
There, huh? There you go. Look at that, like an instant replay. All right, James.
Not a monster.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Get him, Captain James. Look at there.
Oh, the big old sculpin. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. That is a big sculpin.
If you're gonna get the wrong fish, get it. Hey, look at this, another double.
Yes, it's a double. Got the sculpin, got the spotty from Giacomo. Look at that. Good going, guys. Jack, you may remember British Columbia, Queen Charlotte Safaris. One of Ronnie Kovach's favorite places, and certainly for me and Jack, we've had some fantastic trips up there. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take you guys to British Columbia, Queen Charlotte Safaris, king salmon, halibut, big lingcod, yellow eye rockfish. Were those good trips?
They were awesome. Big fish.
All right, here we go. Queen Charlotte Safaris in British Columbia, Ronnie Kovach's Fishing Ventures.
I'll tell you what, folks. Back off your drags, not mine, yours. We'll be right back after the short break with Ronnie Kovach and Fishing Ventures.
Also, we will be joined by Captain Jack Lester, owner and operator of the Caliber out of Davies Locker. The Chinook or king salmon are going to go on the chew later on Fishing Ventures, and Carrie Lester, the queen of the kings, will be doing a number on the big Chinooks. So please stay with us. Folks, when we left for our break, Ronnie Kovach had just hooked up something real nice, today fishing out of the Queen Charlotte Safari's Lodge. Stay with us.
Look at the size of this gator. Oh my gosh, look at this gator. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. Okay, there's a gator, folks. Look at that. And gator. Well, we love the rain, and we got the right rain gear for it. I have to tell you, today, every time these squalls have come through, we've gotten bit. So dress right for the rain, hang in there, keep PFA with you, positive fish attitude, and I guarantee you, you'll get bit with Ronnie Kovach and Fishing Ventures.
Up and over with the spotty, Jack.
Nice. It's for you, Ronnie.
There you go. All right, Jack.
Thank you, James.
Get him, sir.
We're gonna get him, Ronnie.
Rock and roll. I don't know, Serge. Can we arm's length photograph that one here or what?
Hey, Jack. Remember when we went to Point Baker, Alaska?
Oh, yeah.
We were at the Waxhaw Lodge. That was one of Ronnie's favorite places to be. Remember what he liked to catch so much?
Yeah, it was definitely lingcod. The lingcod there are prehistoric. They're so big.
Yeah, they were huge. So you know what? Hey, Danny, why don't you show these folks what a good time we had over at Waxhaw? Push that button.
Folks, if you're just now joining us, Ronnie Kovach and friends are fishing out of Waxhaw Lodge, located at the northwest corner of Prince of Wales Island in Point Baker, Alaska.
Look at this. Look at this. All right, Serge.
Triple bit on the salmon at Waxhaw.
Yeah, this is really good, folks, here at Waxhaw. This is wall-to-wall silvers right now, and Jack Lester and I are doing it old school here, just Southern California style. And that's how thick and that's how good the fishing is right now.
There's a salmon rod.
So far, we've looked at Ronnie's expertise in saltwater fishing, but Ronnie Kovach also excelled in freshwater. Take a look at clips from some of our freshwater episodes, starting with one of our 8 Telly Award winning programs, Steelhead Fishing out of Tillamook, Oregon.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is folks, this is really just like a big saltwater jack, because the last thing I want to do is to create a slack. Give that fish any belly.
Hey, Ron, when you get there, call, okay?
Really? There we are.
Yeah.
Look at that. We're releasing all these fish today, folks, and of course they're terrific eating fishes, the ones you can keep. It's a nice fish. Now that's what we're talking about here at Lake Elsinore. Tell me Lake Elsinore isn't back, baby. It's back. It's hot. It's bassing with Ronnie Kovach and Fishing Ventures.
This week's episode, the best summer ever from Mammoth Lakes, California.
Look at that. That fish ate that mini jig on my second cast with bite on garlic. Look at that. Just add water.
Folks, welcome back to Fishing Ventures on Fox Sports West. Ronnie Kovach and friends are fishing on Convict Lake, only minutes from Mammoth Lakes, California. It's the best summer ever in Mammoth Lakes.
Good one, Ronnie. All right, look at that.
Look at him. Look at his colors.
Oh, yeah. Mike's at the ready here. Very good, Marty.
Nice job.
Now here's why you come to the Eastern Sierras, folks. That's fishing.
Folks, in just a moment, we're going to take you to the East Cape region of Baja, California. But for now, let's take a look at more wide open fishing in San Diego Bay.
Look at that. Oh, that's regulation. Bring him over here.
Oh, we're regulating.
That's a regulation certified spotted bay bass right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ronnie, that's definitely for you there, Cap.
Nice.
All right. Releaso, suéltalo.
Oh! This is for you, Ronnie.
Look at that, spotted bay bass.
For you, my friend.
I
know he's out of practice.
He's out of practice. All right.
You know, Ronnie loved to go to Mexico, and one of those places in Baja California was the East Cape. So Danny, share one of those memorable moments from Fishing Ventures.
Well, we had a lot of good trips to the East Cape, and in particular, Hotel Buena Vista Beach Resort and the Valdez family. They were always so hospitable to both of us, all of the crew. Ronnie also got a world record amberjack, a big AJ, almost 100 pounds. I wasn't there to get that on video, but we're going to show you a photograph of that big amberjack. But we had a lot of good trips to the East Cape, and also Loreto and Cabo, and we're going to show you some clips from all that right now.
I'm back!
Indeed, Ronnie Kovach is back in the East Cape region of Baja, California, Mexico. It's another beautiful morning on the Sea of Cortez in the Bay of Palms, located right in front of the hotel. Everyone is eager to get started as our cruiser nears the boat dock.
Back around, back around. Underneath that, underneath. There we go. Teamwork, teamwork, look at this. See him, Steve? Got a second free swimmer right here. Hook up! Whoa, my gosh! Oh, grande! Grande! Oh, these are big bulls, Danny. Now how's this? Yeah! Look at that! Woo! There's a big bull. Whoa! Look out! Give us the Braden! Woo! Woo! Over 100 pounds, 20-pound chest. Oh! It's total pandemonium on the Real Trouble. You better back off your drags, keep your minds in free spool. We'll be right back with Ronnie Kovach and Fishing Ventures.
Right, sir. Another spotty here, San Diego Harbor.
For you, Ronnie.
And now let's head south to Cedros Island, Baja, California.
Ako Sako. Bindo, rock and roll. Duplay, line taker. Line taker. Rock and roll on the yellowtail, Cypress Island.
These are bigger fish, man. Cedrus yellowtail.
Yes, indeed.
Those open water calicos, folks. We're fishing in 120 feet of water right now. And these fish are marauders. Look at that. Let's get that in the water. She's a female.
Danny, guess what?
Hey! Pretty good, Jack. Come on. Calico. Look there, sports fan.
Long Beach sport fishing. Listen, they're still screaming right now. Folks, remember, life really is a fishing venture. Sometimes you get them, and sometimes you don't. But when you do, keep only what you need and release the rest. It's a fragile ecosystem all over this great planet. Wishing you tight lines, blue skies, and good luck. I'll see you next week on Ronnie Kovach Fishing Ventures.
Ronnie, this is for you. Thank you for all the opportunities I had to fish with you. And we had so many trips from Mexico all the way up to Canada, our local waters. And thank you for the generosity you showed me and towards my family, and hope sometime be able to do that again sometime. Thank you.
What we got going here, Serge?
I think we got a nice sculpin.
Look at that. Oh, man.
Ronnie, this is for those sandwiches you always wanted after we caught one. This is for you, Ronnie. Thank you so much for being my friend. Thank you so much for being bigger than life. It's been a pleasure to have spent so much time with you in the last 10 years, all the adventures we went to. I'll never forget you. So I just want to say thank you for being my friend, and until we fish again, Ronnie.
Ronnie, I just want to thank you for giving me the privilege, the opportunity to be your television producer for the last 12 years. Thanks for everything, boss.
Keep me in your heart. Keep me in